Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
Creating an expense is a simple and efficient way to track your company's expenses. To create an expense, click the Create icon and select Expense under the Vendors heading. You will be taken to the expense page. The first option, at the top left hand of the page, is the Choose a Payee drop-down box. This box will contain employees, customers, vendors, and an Add New option. Directly to the right is a drop-down box for you to select from which account you would like the expense paid. Note that this box will also have an Add New option, as well as any accounts you have listed in your company file. The balance of the account you selected will be displayed to the right of the drop-down box in the area labeled Balance. Below these two boxes you will find a Payment Date field, which will be pre-populated with today's date, and a Payment Method drop-down box. The payment method contains Add New, cash, check, and credit card. The next section is labeled Account Details. This area will allow you to select to which account you want to apply the new expense. This section is necessary when entering expenses that are not related to line items. The headings for the Account Details list are Account, Description, Amount, Billable, Tax, Customer, and Class, if classes are enabled. These sections are where you will enter the account information and the amount of the expense. The Billable column allows you to signify this expense can be recouped from a customer. If it is billable, you will need to select a customer from the adjacent Customer column within that row. There is a trash can icon at the end of each line, which will delete the line. There are two buttons at the end of the list for Add Lines and Clear Lines. These will allow you to add more lines or clear the information from all existing lines. If entering an expense for products purchased, then instead enter the information into the Item Details section instead of the Accounts Details section. Since items used in expense forms are already associated with expense accounts, the related expense information for the items you select can be tracked by simply entering the items. In the Item Details section are columns labeled Product or Service, Description, Quantity, Rate, Amount, Billable, Tax, Customer, and Class, if classes are enabled. The Product or Service drop-down box allows you to select the items that you are purchasing from your list of products or services. In the Memo section, you can add a note about the expense. The Attachments area below the Memo field will allow you to attach a file or files to the expense, up to 25 megabytes total. Across the bottom of the page are a collection of buttons. The Cancel button will delete any entered information and close the page. The Clear button will simply remove the entries from the page but leave it open. The Make Recurring button will open a page that will allow you to set the period this expense should repeat and for how often. The last buttons are Save and a drop-down button that contains Save in New or Save and Close.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.